Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is just a technique video, and I am going to be using my Dotted Hearts embossing folder. Now, these folders are in the annual catalog, and they have like a stitch or dotting around the hearts. They are the smaller ones and will work well with your mini Stampin' Emboss and Cut. The one I'm going to focus on today is this one. It's got hearts and little dots. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Emboss, and I'm going to bring in a small piece of the Blushing Bride, and I'm going to place that in my folder. I'm only using a part of this, so I just want to line it up. Stampin' Up! Has a nice line on our folders to help us line those up. So we've got this. Next, what we're going to do with the emboss machine, the smaller one, all we need is our third tab, no platform, to run that through our folder through. Excuse me, we do need the platform. So we need number 1 and number 3. And we're going to run that through our machine. But the trick I'm going to show you is using this folder with our stamping blends. I am going to be using the polished pink and the black. Now, normally we do our Stampin' blends on our Whisper White or our vanilla because we've got more of a coating on the surface. But when you use a colored cardstock, what happens is you'll have a tendency for it to bleed a little bit more. So what I do is I'm going to use my small tip and not my big tip, and I am just going to go in and do those hearts. Again, you have to compromise for the stamping blends to bleed a little bit. So you don't want to go clear to the end of your heart because it will bleed over. But I'm just coloring from that embossing folder. Something I think we may forget. Next, what I'm going to do is bring in my black, and I'm just going to do the dots. Again, I don't want to touch real hard because it is bleeding and making the dots a little bit bigger. But I'm going to go in and do those my first ones I didn't do big enough, but it really highlights. Now I have already taken and did the whole piece. I did the small hearts and the bigger ones and dotted them off. Going to grab a piece of basic black and my Stampin' Seal. We're going to add the Stampin' Seal and add a nice black border around there. I'm going to grab my dimensionals. Oops, that is not straight. Let's try that again. There we go. Going to grab my dimensionals. And my Pick-a tool to get those dimensional backs off. I'm going to go in. I have brought my stamp set that is a carryover. Let's see, we're going to put that right about there. And it's always in my heart. Because it's photopolymer, I'm going to use my piercing mat. It says, "You are always in my heart." Again, that is the name of the stamp set. Stamp that down there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my gingham ribbon, so happy to see that this gingham ribbon is going to carry over from the current mini catalog. Remember, I will be placing an order for the new mini catalogs later on this week. So if you have not placed a $50 order with me in the last 6 months, I will not be sending you a catalog because I normally only go with the ones that have placed an order in the last 6 months. But if you would like a catalog, just give me a shout out and I will get those catalogs ordered for you. They should be coming in the end of December. But there you have a fun card to send to a friend. I hope you enjoyed this technique, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.